I don't have a shirt on either, but that's because I'm tired, boss. Tired, boss. Done data today. You feel me?
I done did it. All I wanted to do.
I am swag.
Like, bro, you realize?
I ain't swag.
Like, B, let me tell you something. You realize how shocking pain must be to when you almost shit yourself?
Yeah.
That's some scary shit. I ain't shit myself since I was like 3. Almost having the day at 28.
Hey, sometimes, because I've never had it where I really had to go to the bathroom, and I didn't know if I was gonna make it home, and I had a conversation with myself, and I was like, am I gonna be known as, in my mind, as the grown man that pissed on himself? And I was like, nah, I can make it. I can make it. I'm alright.
I had to have a whole conversation. Like, God, me again. Don't let me boo boo in front of my woman.
I don't always ask for your help, but when I do, you know it's serious.
Oh, it was dick the foot.
You know I'm dick the foot serious, bro.
Anybody trying to boo boo? Oh hell nah. I felt bad too though, because like yesterday at work I was all happy. I was like, yeah, like I'm not gonna say I was happy to be at work, but I was happy to be at work though. I was like, yeah, I'm finally at my job, big chilling. We living lavishly. I woke up today, all that shit said, huh, you thought, bitch. I was like, all right, bro, got it.
I said, nah.
I could delete the PS4 version of fucking Warframe now.
Oh, it's one of these things again.
Man, saying that shit suck. That shit ain't it.
I didn't want to rock.
Like that's not very cash money.
Cash money mart.
Do you say cash money mark? All right, bro.
I just want to rock. Body yada yada. Better got the body yada
Nah,
What you want?
lie though. Today,
What you want?
not gonna lie though. Today's pod is gonna be a different one though, because the news is rather slow. But I want to talk about a couple subjects and whatnot that we might have talked about previously, but you know we always gotta do a good refresher. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, it's a lot of shit that I see on my TikTok feed, because we definitely gonna talk about some of these communities. Biggie's a part of one of them. It was a part of another one. Yeah.
We talking about the 2K community again?
Yeah, we gonna have to talk about them a little bit, because it seems like those who's in it is tired of their shit, and it's starting to look a little refreshing, a wee bit.
Nice
refreshing.
Hear,
it's looking refreshing a little bit. Also, we gotta talk about the Overwatch community today. Then we also gotta drop our overall review for God of War. Now we're gonna try to stay as spoiler free as possible. Because
no, if y'all gonna talk about it, just let me know ahead of time before you say it.
No, I thought about it, but at the same time, I don't want to spoil everything, mostly due to the fact that what's the name? A lot of people still ain't got PS5s yet.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be like, yeah, so then this happened, and then you know what I mean? I ain't trying to do all
at least put like yell out spoiler warning.
Oh, there's gonna be there's some things in this game that's gonna be spoiled. I'm sorry, like I can't avoid everything. For real. So the ending might get spoiled a wee bit, but Dante did send me a theory that like would sound cool on paper if I haven't seen that story before.
What, for God of War?
Yeah.
Is it the one that pretty much builds off of the original games?
Yeah, where like your son kind of takes your father's footsteps type shit. That one?
No, I did not see that one.
Oh well, yeah, that was a theory, and I'm kind of over here like I've seen that before in movies, and that one would be too predictable in my opinion.
They talking about like Atreus gonna start
be the
new God of War. Yeah, be the new God of War.
Kratos.
I start just killing niggas.
That ain't part of what his character is supposed to be. Just killing niggas. That ain't.
That's not his thing.
Hey.
That's not Loki.
When he found out he was a god, that nigga was wild.
Oh yeah, he was on demon time, but at the same time, I will say his whole thing, like, you know, at the end of the game, not even at the end of the game, but like his whole shtick was to be better. Like, and then you can't go from telling you know, Kratos to be better and Kratos tell Loki, then become him. Like that's counterproductive as hell.
Yeah, he don't show no really characteristics of being a baby Kratos.
Yes,
he didn't even grow up like Kratos.
Not in the slightest. And then on top of that,
he doesn't want him to.
Yeah, then we also gotta keep in mind the fact that like he had every power. Like when he started like really like discovering this shit, he could have really put a lot of people on a t-shirt. Like when he started figuring out like his whole transformability and whatnot, he could have put a lot of niggas on shirts. A lot of people on.
Put Kratos on one.
I'm saying, so it's kind of like you can't necessarily make him into that, especially when his whole thing was to be better than his dad, and then his dad reinforcing the point to be better and whatnot. And then that's kind of like the whole thing of like, you know, don't be like me. Like you
don't want to be me.
Like I've seen what happens at the end of the game. I've had 3 of them. Nothing good happens.
I promise you, nothing good will happen of you trying to be like me.
I'm saying, like there is no happy ending for this, sadly. Like there just isn't. A lot of people die, a lot of people get hurt. There's a lot of t-shirts involved.
So
I think Kratos created a lot of t-shirts.
I'm saying, like,
probably the hardest line is when they were like, so are you trying to avoid your death? He's like, no.
Death can have me when it earns me.
When it earns me. I don't fear death.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was the hardest shit ever though, because I was all like, yeah, that's some Kratos shit.
Definitely is. After all he's been through, I do not fear death. It can have me when it earns.
And if we're being honest, why would he fear death? This man has killed gods already. Hey yo, shout out to Agent with the resub. Appreciate you, my guy. What up, Dizzle? What up, Demetrius? We just doing the pre-show right now. You feel me?
You definitely already whooped Death's ass.
Death. I think he's scared of being defeated. Because that's
being
the only
defeated.
time he really had to sacrifice. He had to sell his soul on some soul on ice.
Well, he sold. Okay, so he did sell his soul.
Sold his soul.
He sold his soul, but at the same time, though, if you played, I think it wasn't 2. Was it? What is it? God of War 2?
They were already planning it or whatever.
No, it wasn't that. He actually intentionally like gave himself. No, it was one of the PSP games. Like he literally gave himself up to die because Deimos got killed, or he thought Deimos was dead or something like that. So he literally just said fuck it. He just gave himself up. Like he literally got to the point where he wasn't scared of death. He just wanted his get back with Ares, and that was it. That's it.
He's scared of failure.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if that's like the most human thing that Kratos has, if we're being honest.
Yeah. He's just scared of failure. He's scared of realizing everything that he's done meant nothing.
Yeah, because you gotta like you really gotta break that shit down for real. Like, bro went through all that bullshit to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, he atoned for his sins essentially, and that Atreus does not become him, because he knows what that would lead to or whatever. And then if he was to see that happen, that would probably kill him more than death itself. If we're being honest, that would probably literally kill him more than anything. If he just, you know, I mean, if Atreus is all like, I'm sorry, father, but you know, fucking Anubis betrayed me or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, then Kratos would really be like, bro, did you not learn shit? What happened to be better? Like, I started Ragnarok. You mean to tell me you did not learn?
You didn't learn from anything that I just did?
Side note, I'm playing Call of Duty right now, and I just shot somebody with 1 bullet and killed him. I know he is pissed.
I don't know why you playing Call of Duty.
It's a good pre-show type game, and I might even switch it like mid-pod, so you never know. Yeah. But you dig what I'm saying? You overdig, you underdig. What's going on, chat? What's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Run Those Games podcast. Hope y'all having a good day. Hope y'all having a good break if you're on what's it called? Winter break or something like that?
Christmas break, winter break, one on.
Yeah, I hope
winter break, because some people don't do that. Yeah.
Right. So I hope that your winter break is going by smoothly. I really do. Hope that when your Christmas comes up that you get everything that you want to get, all that good stuff. And above all else, I hope y'all health is good, because goddamn it, health is wealth, and that's what a lot of us could use right now, because a lot of us ain't got that shit, me included.
Yeah.
But yeah, on this podcast today, folks, we're gonna have a good healthy amount of stuff to talk about. You just heard some of the conversations that we were just having right now about God of War and things of that sort. But before we get into all that, just make sure that you know what I mean, if you are listening to this on Apple, Spotify, whatever podcasting platform that you use, hell, even Amazon podcasts and whatnot, that you do rate this thing 5 stars, so you get us boosted up an algorithm, bring in more listeners. More listeners is always a damn good thing. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure y'all go support as much and as heavily as possible in any way, shape, or form. Like, subscribe, sharing, all that good stuff. You dig? Now, we're gonna go around the horn, and today, folks, we're not doing what's the name? Oh my Jesus. We are not doing webcams. God, that would not come out. We're not doing webcams today because, quite frankly, my back is killing me. I don't feel like raising my hands above my head to put on a t-shirt at all today. I'm good on that. So we just doing webcamless for the day, and y'all gonna have to deal with that, but it's not like it bothers y'all that much any damn way. So yeah. So we're gonna go around the horn, get everybody's intros, and get to talking about these games and whatnot, and hypothetical theories, and above all else, we're gonna talk about some of these communities and whatnot in the gaming community, because gamers are just terrible people. So yeah. So first off, we're gonna go around the horn. So Big, you go ahead and do your intro, brother.
Yeah, what's good? Ready to talk about games, it's me, nigga. That's really all I got right now. Working on a new video, but we ain't here to talk about that. We're here to talk about these games and apparently these communities.
Nah, plug in that video, man. Stop bullshitting.
I'm working on a new video. It'll be MW2, but it'll be good content, great content.
Right. Shout out to the chat. Definite prayers up for my nigga Rambo. You dig what I'm saying?
Facts.
For a speedy recovery and all that good stuff. Thankfully, I like to look at things as in the bright side of things. At least it's not life threatening. Like, that's always good, because it could always be worse. So yeah, shout out to my guy Rambo, speedy recovery and things like that. He might join us a little bit later, but he's busy, obviously handling other shit that I don't want to talk about without his okay. Kenny,
What's good? It's your boy Kenny. Ready to roast these communities, man. Let's get to it. Can't wait to talk about these boys.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and continue on with our pre-show conversation. First off, God of War. Now, I beat the game. Kenny's beat the game. Rambo's beat the game. Biggie's probably close to beating the game. We talked briefly about it previously, like story-wise. We were trying to avoid spoilers, but now that I've fully beaten it, story-wise, this game, I understand when people say it could have won Game of the Year, or why it should have won Game of the Year. I get it, because story-wise, fantastic, fan-friggin-tastic. Some of the biggest takeaways from it is actually watching the characters grow as a whole. Like, hold up, you got to the Blue Man, right, Biggie?
Blue Man.
Who's the only blue character in the game?
Oh yeah.
So you got to that already?
Yeah.
All right,
know about him.
All right, bet. So are you close to beating it? I'm trying to gauge. I'm trying to gauge how much we can talk about.
Last thing I remember doing is spoiler alert, sort of.
Spoiler alert, just call it.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Last thing I remember doing was beating Heimdall, and then also saving Freya's brother.
I'm not gonna lie, you realize how good it felt to kill Heimdall.
Nigga was talking the utmost shit.
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie, for a man who can see the future, he definitely did not see that coming.
He didn't see that overhand right.
He didn't see overhand right. He didn't see an exploding spear.
He didn't see none of that. That shit was great. It was great. I'm not gonna lie.
He said, "You actually hurt me."
That boy Kratos all like, "Yeah, I've done this before." Oh, nigga.
Even when one of my favorite parts is when Mimir's trying to warn him about Heimdall, and he's like, "I've killed greater gods." Like, that's not the fucking point.
If we're being honest, so he's not lying. Like,
he literally killed a king of all the gods.
Like, he killed Zeus, bro. I'm pretty sure Kratos is gonna be all right. Kratos like, dog, I've killed greater gods. I've killed Poseidon. I've killed literally Satan. Like,
I've literally taken Satan's soul
and didn't give it back. Like, bruh, I promise you.
I kept that bitch.
I promise you, I'm gonna be all right, my G. Like, I've killed the fastest man in the in my universe and whatnot. Like, I guarantee you, fam, I'm not scared at all. Like, Zeus swore that he could see into the future, but he didn't see that ass whooping coming either. But anyways, yeah, so I mean, story wise is great, but like my favorite thing about this game was the actual character development. I mean, watching Freya go from hating you to, like, you know, actually understanding what happened, and then at the same time Kratos actually matured from that as well, because Kratos is all like, I took that choice from you. Like that was like a big thing.
Yeah, he's like, I shouldn't have taken that choice from you.
Yeah, he was like, I literally took the choice to, like, you know, for you to, like, to die or whatever. Like, if that's what you want to do, I shouldn't have intervened or whatever. But that actually showed at the same time, which I thought was kind of cool, it actually showed Kratos' growth as well, because young Kratos wouldn't have gave a damn.
Kratos would have been like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. He
Right.
need to die.
I'm gonna kill both of y'all anyway for it. Like, that'd have been young Kratos. Old Kratos is all like, nah, I can't let that happen.
Threaten my son one time, see what happened.
Like, I thought that was I thought that was really good. And then, like, you seen Atreus grow up too, like, and the cool thing about Atreus growing up was the fact that, like, he went from being some, like, cocky teen for real, or not even, I don't even say like teen, he was like a preteen for real, but, like, you know, we're gods, we can do whatever we want, to, oh, I'm a god, I actually have to be responsible and whatnot. And there's actually a lot of shit that comes with the territory. Like, is that type of attention to detail, which is good, because they could have kept him just, like, really boring. Like, yeah, I'm a god, so what? Like the non-caring teen, or the teen where you actually see the difference between him and Kratos. Because the one thing I did enjoy was how Kratos kept on enforcing the point of telling Atreus to be better than he was, because we all know Kratos wasn't necessarily the model human being, if we're being honest. He
literally killed an entire realm. More than half of it he didn't mean to kill, but he definitely killed an entire realm.
He definitely flooded most of the civilians.
Oh no, they were all dead. He was like the last one.
Yeah, the water was at the mountains and shit.
There wasn't nobody alive, bro. All the humans in that realm are gone.
They is all packs now.
He just skedaddled.
Hey,
they all in the underworld with Hades, just looking like, bro, ain't you supposed to be ruling over us? He's like, hey, bro,
ain't got nothing to do with me.
Tell you, I lost my job.
That boy took it. That boy literally, and it's not like he wanted. And the thing is, Kratos literally just wanted his revenge on Zeus. Like, that's all he wanted.
In his way.
Yeah, then, you know, and Athena told him, she's like God, like, all the gods are going to literally oppose you. And he's like, well, they're gonna die as well. And the man of the word that he is, they died with extreme prejudice, the utmost extreme prejudice. Like, this man did not hesitate. Like, the way that he did Helios is probably one of my favorite kills, though. I cannot lie. Like, ripping, but like,
snatched his J's. That's Helios.
That's Hermes.
The one with the light.
Yeah, you took Hermes' J's and whatnot, but the way that he did. The way that he did, like, Helios was insane, because he punched him in his neck to loosen the neck meat up. Like, who does that? And then yanks it.
Gotta tenderize the neck meat,
bro.
Your head off.
Vengeful man.
I mean, that's literally what that was his thing.
And then he tried to lie to Kratos' face.
Bro, he tried to lie to Kratos' face. And actually act like Kratos would actually rock with somebody who's loyal to Zeus. That was the crazy part. You gotta touch the flames of Olympus or whatever, or the flames of Pandora, whatever the hell it was called. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
And then
I think it was Flames of Olympus.
Yeah, then he's like, no, he's like, no, you're lying. Like, I'm gonna die immediately. Like, what are you talking about? He's all like, Hephaestus told me. He's like, you don't trust him? He fell from the grace of God. And that's why I believe him.
That's exactly why I believe him.
Like, what are you talking about, brother? Like the funny thing is, I'm playing COD right now, right? Side note, Chad, y'all are actually watching this live. I just got a 3-piece, and this dude name is Gage is cracked. He is losing his freaking mind, because every time I kill him, his mic comes on. I love it.
Also, Oh, sorry about that. The death that feels like, damn, you ain't have to do him like that was really just Poseidon.
He did Poseidon.
Kratos didn't even take none from him. He just threw him in the water.
He snapped his neck first.
But he took nothing from him, man, besides his life.
But well, the thing was though, Poseidon was the first one to come and oppose him.
And that nigga flooded everybody.
I'm saying, like, that's literally his fault. Like, Kratos was like, bro, come see me, head up. You feel me? Mano y mano. Poseidon was like, nah, I'm gonna use my abilities. Kratos said, bet.
And man, Kratos said, look, I ain't got no beef with none of y'all. Just go get OG. Tell him to bring his ass to the street.
That's quite.
Said, nah, bruh. You gotta run all our hands.
All right.
We'll give you the fair ones, though. That's pretty much what they really said. We'll give you the fair ones, but like you gotta see all of us.
Literally, and he's like, all right, bet, watch this, and proceeded to annihilate all of them. That brings me back to what I was talking about earlier. Like, Kratos seen what happened, and he didn't want Atreus to follow that path, and then Atreus having the soul that he has, he just wants to find out like how he became a god, what happened to his mom. Like, he just wanted to find out the truth, and Kratos was trying to hide that because he was fearful of what might happen. Loved it.
This is great.
Like, I like that duality for real.
Yeah, but it's the two dynamic. He's like, bro, I promise you, I will be okay. I just want to know who the fuck I am.
Right.
Kratos like, you're not ready for the truth. Not realizing his son has been ready for the truth for the past 4 years.
Literally. He's like, bro, like, what can I possibly be shocked at this point? Another part that was my favorite, like when you're actually doing the Heimdall boss fight, and you fucking Heimdall up like that last time. The way Kratos did him was so vicious. My man was smashing his face into the dirt and choked him out, bro.
Took the nigga out crazy,
bro.
That man told him to promise you won't hurt my son and yield, and you can live. He said, "Oh, after I'm done with you, he's next." He said, "All right, I guess you choose to die."
He literally gave him an option, just like, nah, brother, just don't do that. Don't do that. And he said, nah, your son is next. Which Kratos said, I bet. Like, it's like, you look at Heimdall, so what did we learn?
Body still twitching. What do we learn now?
Right? Like, you not him for real. You not him. You not that. Because he really
My
thought
favorite part that I can't wait to see if they actually, I don't know if they ever actually show, or at least he ever explains. But remember when Thor walked up on Heimdall? Heimdall was, he was like, please tell me with your eyes that can see into the future, how do you think this will go? And Heimdall's like, you know what? I'm going to just go ahead, back away.
That's Heimdall a bitch. And on top of that, like, Heimdall can see like into the future type shit or whatever, right? But he can't necessarily see something that can't be seen, and that's Thor's lightning. Because that's what happened with the spear. Like, he threw it and then it disappeared, and it kept on, and like that's how you defeat him, because he kept on exploding it in his hand or whatnot. So he can't see like that type of stuff. Like, he predicts like what's like in your heart and what's in your soul and whatnot, like that type of stuff or whatever, because they explained it a little bit. So like, if Thor fought him, Thor is putting him on a shirt.
I just want to see what he saw in the future of him fighting Thor, just because he was like, you're a sick man. That was his last words before he walked off. Just, you're a sick man.
I promise you, it's not going to be something that he wanted. I promise you.
It wasn't.
It was going to be something disgusting. The way Thor's probably going to do Heimdall's body would have been just foul.
As strong as Heimdall think he is, there is plenty of pantheons in his own universe that could fuck him up.
Fuck that nigga Heimdall on God.
On my mama, nigga.
All my niggas hate Heimdall.
Bro, because he pissed me off the way he was talking to Atreus too, though.
He was talking real cocky to Atreus.
Like, what? Like, Heimdall remind me of Helios. Not Helios, Hermes.
He's talking real cocky.
He is, if you think about it. And if you look at Odin, that's really who he is. He's Hermes.
Like, bro, that shit made me sick. Like, he talking to Atreus greasy.
Something crazy.
I mean, the greasy is like, man, I should just drop you right here. And then in my head, I'm thinking, I'm like, if only he knew his powers for real, he could turn into a bird and just fly away. Like,
man, I should drop you right here. Damn, that's crazy.
Man, say,
can't wait for. No, I'm gonna be quiet because that's definitely spoilers. I'm gonna be quiet.
You gotta announce it first, brother.
And it's not a super spoiler, but still spoiler alert of like him learning new like spells and stuff. An older Atreus that really knows some shit. And Heimdall like, I really fooled you. I said, oh, that's crazy. That's real crazy. Let me go ahead and turn into a snake and choke you out.
Right? Let me go ahead and turn to a Jormungandr, the world serpent. Real quick.
Let me go ahead and turn into some shit that you know you can't beat. So you can see into the future and see how you die.
Right? Like, nigga, you ain't Thor. You ain't like that. You ain't him for real. Oh, I'm dead.
You ain't him for real.
Because the only person that defeated Jormungandr was freaking Thor.
He didn't even fully defeat him, did he? It really was a draw.
Oh yeah, it was a draw, but like I kind of wish that we got to see Jormungandr a little bit more though, because he was like my favorite character in the first one. I ain't gonna lie, a big ass world eating serpent is kind of cool to me.
I understand why you don't see him as much because it's so fucking
crazy.
Cold outside.
Yeah,
It's just cold. I'm
hibernating.
hibernating.
So I ain't gonna say that.
You said what?
Yeah.
The big ain't get to that part, but I'm about to say a part.
Just
that
let me
happened.
deafen. Let me deafen. I'll deafen, then you can tell it.
Okay, I bet.
I was talking about the part where Thor and the serpent is fighting at the end. That shit look crazy.
That shit was fire. That was dope. Especially because you see like Thor flying around or whatever.
Yeah,
like
that shit, man. They was scrapping. I think Thor won for real.
Well, they said like
Hey.
once they said like once he like the last time that they fight will be like at Ragnarok or whatever, and then it will like destroy like the life tree or some shit like that.
But Thor was able to get out of there because he came and did it with it, scrapped with us a little bit. So I think Thor put him down for a little second.
For a little second, I don't think he killed him though, but like that shit was so cool. Like I just miss seeing him though, because like he was like one of my favorite side characters in the 2018 reboot. Like he was my favorite. Especially listening like to Mimir talk to him and whatnot. He's like, yeah, my serpent tongue is a little rusty.
I need to see a full fight between them.
Really?
Come back in. I would get Biggie back in.
Hold up, no, don't bring him back in yet. Because the one thing I did want to talk about is the actual final boss fight too, and how well that was done. So, spoiler alert. All right, you got like 5 of them. When you do your final boss fight against Thor and Odin, let it be known that that fight was fire as hell for one, but then for two, Odin's a bitch ass nigga.
Odin did Thor in the worst way. Oh my god.
He did him bogus as shit, bro. Like super bogus.
Like I just had a boss fight with this nigga. You just did that to him though.
Yo, son too. Yo, son on top of that.
Snapped him up. Get him out of here.
That shit was bogus. That was bogus. But like the boss fight, like the thing is that like I've really liked about this game, boss fight wise, is the creativity of it, and like the little final combo, like little finishing move that you do with it, and then the soundtrack. Because like when you actually enter in Ragnarok, like that, like the final, you know,
when you're
shit,
fighting through all the people,
bro. That soundtrack was fire. I want that. I need that.
My favorite part of that ended too was Sindri was with all the smoke. My nigga Sindri wasn't playing with nobody. He tired of your niggas.
He definitely was sick of that shit.
On everybody. That nigga smashed Odin little ball into pieces. Get that shit out of here.
That shit was fire. That boy Sindri really did smash the shit, and so that's what happens next.
That nigga was snapping at Atreus the whole time, snapping on him.
I understand, but like you understand like where he's coming from though. Like his brother got killed, like officially dead.
He let fake tear in that bit.
Yeah, again, because he was so obsessed with it, and like everybody else was kind of wary about it, and he brought fake tear in his house.
Yeah, he did my nigga Brock Lesnar in the worst way.
Bro, R.I.P. Brock, bro.
My nigga Brock Lesnar in the worst thing, man.
Because Brock was hilarious. And the funny thing was, Brock caught on to it too. He was like, wait, you know this.
Hey, Brock said, hold on, where you going with that? Where you going with that?
Man, I said, why your hands moving? Like, dog.
RP Brock Lesnar.
RIP Brock, bro, because he ain't have to get done like that.
That nigga died twice. Shit crazy.
The thing that was cool though is like when he realized that he was dead though the first time, when you go with Kratos to get the spear, he's like, I knew it. Fucking die. That, bro, fucking amazing game. Amazing. But then when you fight Odin though, that last combo that you hit with Atreus and Freya, OD.
That shit crazy. Them QTE's crazy.
So for anybody who's gonna go play this game, just know when you do that final boss fight, dog, when the QT that we talk about that y'all will see, bro, you watching just a tag team, a triple team between Atreus, Kratos, and Freya, where Freya is throwing Atreus to Odin to kick Odin in his mouth, and then breaks out the bow like it's nothing to shoot Odin, and then Kratos is uppercutting Odin, and then at one point I swear he suplexed Odin, and then Freya, you know what I'm saying, tombstone is like, bro,
Shit crazy. People be forgetting that's Freya's ex-husband, man. People forgetting, man.
oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I wanted Freya to put Odin in the pack though. When she pulls up on him, when y'all fighting outside or whatever,
Yeah.
and then she's all like, I was always trying to wonder like what I would do.
Yeah, she
like,
was choking the shit out that nigga.
bro, she wanted good buddy dead. Bro, Odin's a bitch though, I will say, because he did Brock in the worst way. Oh, also, Trace is a potential like little girlfriend, or two girlfriends if you think about it. The Asgardian chick, she was cool as hell, and also she was about that action. And the other giant,
Yeah.
of which she did her thing. I ain't gonna lie,
She had big Fenrir with her.
dog.
Fenrir
Man,
put the soul. Hey, putting the soul in Fenrir probably the most smartest shit I've ever seen in my life. I'm not gonna lie.
That shit was definitely like smart and dope though.
First, and because Atreus caused the problem in the first place.
Yeah, he did. The reaction of like when Atreus like released that the dog or whatever, like, you release who?
They was all scared. I ain't never seen niggas react like that.
They was shooketh. Them,
Atreus said, hold on now. I don't talk to my boy like that. Not talk to him like that. That was God. If that was the first game, Kratos would have snapped on, bro.
oh, easily. He would have joined them in snapping and potentially cussing Atreus the fuck out for real. Like he would have went off on him, but I think because we seen Kratos grow and his growth and whatnot, he just said, hey, I got it. You feel me? Like, don't even worry about it. I'm gonna handle it. Or we gonna handle it. And handled it, they did. But the one thing that I did actually find pretty hilarious at the same token was like once it got released, the boss fight was cool, and then Atreus all like, I don't want to kill it, and then Kratos like, dog, we ain't got time for your feelings. Like, it's either us or it. And then Atreus all like, hold up, I got an idea, and then put the spirit in, and then you get big ass Fenrir, and then Kratos is all like, sit, and then the dog sits. I'm like, bro, all right, Fenrir's cool as hell. The game's amazing. And then the ending was like, I didn't feel empty. Like, you know, like you play some games or whatever, like some sequels, and you just feel empty afterwards. Kind of like a what do I do now? Or like, I want more. With that game, it was kind of like, oh.
That game was fire, man. I almost tear the tear when that nigga Kratos saw the ending. You realized why Faye died.
Oh yeah, so it's Odin and not him. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was definitely a twist for that ass.
That nigga Kratos realized Shorty sacrificed herself for he won't die. That nigga had a tear come down. Like, Kratos got a tear come down. That's crazy. Like, ain't no way.
I ain't gonna lie, the thing that almost got me was when Atreus was telling Kratos that, you know, he had to go do his own he had to go figure out the, you know, his destiny on his own or whatever. And then Kratos looks at him, and then he's like you can go, but like you'll always be here with me or whatever. I ain't gonna lie, I almost shed a whole tear at that part. I wasn't ready for that. They didn't have to do me like that.
So did y'all understand the ending?
Yeah. Faith sacrifice herself to the giants to own people.
No, the end. What Kratos saw on the thing
About him on the thing.
Him being worshipped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for
I know a
those,
lot of people was like,
now about to say, go ahead and drop it.
how does that ended? Like, no, he became an actual god, like an actual. I don't think he still has the tag of God of War anymore. I think he's just a god. Miles, hush.
He like king for real, like king of that shit. They all look up to him. He saved. Well, he was part of saving everybody, releasing everybody from the shackles.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I mean, that.
Can't wait for the next one with Atreus. All right, we gotta let Biggie back, man. He been going for a long time.
I mean, yeah. Go ahead, bring Biggie back. Just know, chat, when y'all play that game, it's fire. It's that fire for real. Like you need that. You need to play it. It's a console seller.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's what I come back to.
I'm sorry, the joke was there, brother. The joke was there.
I don't even know what we was talking about, but I came back to hearing console seller.
Hey, we just talked about how amazing God of War is. We broke down the story a little bit, the ending and whatnot, and why people need to play that game expeditiously if they have it. Because if you have a PS5 and you're not playing God of War, what did you buy a new console for? Bars. Hold up, stop
play
playing.
multiplats, man.
You can stay on current gen then, unless your console explode. Then I even got my mama a PS5 so she could experience this great and stop playing with me. But
have you seen this scene? Sorry,
I hate you. Hold up, you sent me from my channel. Never let Heimdall speak to you like that. Just shut up, Dizza.
Shit, that's just me though. I would never happen.
He said in this story, who Kratos effed up the most? That's actually all right, y'all. That's a good question though. Who do you think got the business the worst from Kratos in this game? I say Heimdall.
Yeah. Because Mimir was shocked that Kratos did that shit.
It was begging him to not continue. brother, remember who you are. He was trying to pull a, what's the name? He was trying to pull a Mufasa on him. Remember who you are.
For a long time, Kratos reverted back to his original power state.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what's funny though? Not even funny. What was kind of cool though? It happened, and he didn't want to talk about it. He's like, no, I'm good. And Mimir's like, you want to speak? He's like, we ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna bring it up when I feel it's right or whatever. Like he played it cool. Like if that doesn't show Kratos' growth, nothing really does. Because old Kratos would have went on a kill streak at that point.
Just like, fuck it, everybody dies.
Kratos would have
died.
Bro, Kratos would have went on a kill streak. I ain't gonna lie. Thor would have been next expeditiously, and Odin would have been next, and then Odin's wife probably would have got caught in the crossfire, for being honest.
No, Thor would have enjoyed that though. Thor would have been like, finally, some fun around here. I don't give a fuck if I do die.
Yeah, I mean that boy Thor really did want to see Kratos get to his OG ways. When he did, he's like, yes.
He's like, yeah, that's all I wanted. All right, have a nice day, and just left.
Hey, you know what's kind of cool though? If you actually look at the what's the name? Like at the ground, like where you it knocks his tooth out, it's actually still there.
Damn. That's actually, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. So I thought that was a cool little detail, because they could have been lazy with that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm not even gonna say they could have been lazy. They could have ignored it, because I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't have cared. But I still thought that was like a good little attention to detail that they did that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, make sure y'all get that game, because that game is directly fire. Like there's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. That game is that fire. So God of War Ragnarok story, immaculate. Broke down a little bit for y'all without trying to spoil too much, because I know some people haven't beat it yet. But also, this is like a good open world, but it's still gigantic. Then the one good thing about it though, they don't necessarily force you to do side quests like how some games will do. Like you could literally just play this game and just focus on the story mode, so you ain't got to worry about nothing else, which is freaking refreshing. Because dear God, I hate when games force me to do story mode missions when I don't want to do that. I mean, not story mode, side quests. Like when they make it part of it, I'm like, bro, I just want to play the story. If I want to do side missions, let me do it. You know what I mean? Do it on my own time.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, make sure y'all cop that. But let's go ahead and talk about some funny stuff right here. So Biggie, you are our residential Overwatch 2 sweat specifically.
Oh man, I don't like where this is going.
I've been seeing a lot of content, you know, on the TikToks, on the Instagreesies, on the Twitters, on the YouTube shorts, and all that good stuff of just how toxic this community is. For real. Like I've seen I've seen a good amount of, you know, wholesome content. You know, somebody's entire team left them, so they let Buddy get play the game. I've also seen one where the enemy team let the dude whose team left like 1v1 their support because they were both playing Bridget, so they let him 1v1 per point, which was kind of cool. I like that. But the vast majority of something I'm seeing is just overall toxicity. Not to say that toxicity is ever going to go anywhere. It's just not, because motherfuckers is weird for real. But I mean, like, if you play support, motherfuckers will argue that you're a support character, not a healer. They'll argue semantics over if you're calling somebody a healer or support, even though support are supposed to heal people to a degree.
Like I said it before, there's literally no support in that game that doesn't heal. If it's in the support category, it fucking heals. Supports are healers in that game. Until they can prove otherwise, that there's a support in that category that doesn't have a healing option, they can all shut up.
Yeah, so I mean, I've been seeing that a lot lately, brother. And I just want your input on how the toxicity went from 0 to 100 real fucking quick.
And I don't know, it's always been at 100. It's just getting more publicity now because the game is back to being relevant. It's been like this for a hot minute. It's really just because it has center stage right now with the company that makes the game being already under enough fire for stuff they've been doing in real life. Like it's the toxicity never died down. The only thing that died down was the player count. Because when the game first came out, as you know, when a game first comes out, everybody is just enjoying the game. You know, we get to have fun on the game, especially when it's a new IP like Overwatch. Everybody was just enjoying the game. And then, as you know, whenever it gets sweaty, you start getting some more toxic people, especially people who think they're better than what they are. And then you got to deal with them. You got to deal with them, bro. It's terrible. Like, I don't get it. I don't get the point in just being straight up toxic for the sake of being toxic. That I will never understand. I understand when like your teammates are doing bad, and sometimes not everybody can use a gentle hand. Sometimes someone needs to get slapped in the fucking mouth verbally. Sometimes that's what's gotta happen, because you be like, hey, can you go to this? They be like, nah, I think I'm doing good at this. Well, you're actually doing fucking shit, so I'm gonna need you to switch.
Felt.
Like, not everybody, because some of y'all, as much as y'all really don't want toxicity in y'all games, it's because y'all don't like being told what you got to be told. Because when people are nice to you, you just take that shit for granted. Be like, hey, like it happens on every game. Hey, I don't think this is a good idea. You should probably stop doing that. Nah, I'm gonna keep doing it. And then you get surprised when they start calling you out your name.
Right.
Like, no. But no, that toxic shit is never gone anywhere. It will never go anywhere. And then now it's getting even. I will say it's gotten a little bit worse. It's not even worse. It's just more annoying, because some of the people being toxic are people that never played Overwatch 1.
I've noticed that, by the way. So I had to get that off my chest.
Yeah, like you've never played Overwatch because you didn't want to buy the game, and you got Overwatch 2. You played it for 3 weeks or for a month, and all of a sudden you think you can just be out here talking big shit. Nah, big dog. Some of these niggas been playing this game. Or when did Overwatch release? 2013?
I was still like at my parents' crib. I was still there.
I think it was not 2013. I'm tripping. 2015. I'll check. But multiple years. Niggas have probably 5 years on you. You can relax. Just want to check with niggas is just that the community is very annoying right now.
Like, it does seem incredibly annoying because, as most of y'all know, I main support. I main Zen, who is quote unquote not the most meta build or like meta character, but I hate that meta shit to my core anyways. Like, I will purposely go against the meta just so I don't play it, because I don't like easy winning. I prefer to, you know, earn it. And I like actually outplaying people who use meta stuff, which is why, like, on 2K, for instance, I love playing against a 6'9" and, you know, getting a double on their ass. Because I know that hurts their soul and spirit, because they made a quote unquote, you know, build that's supposed to be able to do everything, and I'm doing the same thing and being more efficient with it at 6'7".
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't understand just the, I guess, lack of competency or like the just BS that you deal with on like Overwatch, because dudes be full on toxic or like throw matches because they didn't get their favorite character or something like that.
Or the whole, like, that whole Doomfist shit, that's probably the dumbest and most toxic shit that I've seen in Overwatch in a while. Where they were reporting, no matter if you were good or bad at Doomfist, you were getting told by all your teammates to switch and getting reported for not switching.
Yeah, see, that's dumb.
Like, that shit is so stupid. That ain't it.
I will say at the same time though, I got sick of seeing Doomfist. I mean, Kenny, you was in the matches with me, my boy.
Man, oh my God, when they first released the new Doomfist as he got buffed, niggas thought they was them niggas. They not, bro. You new niggas that using Doomfist, go use that shit somewhere else, bro. Go practice that nigga first, please. Put hours in the lab first, bro. Niggas is stinky. Niggas running away from the hills and they complain. How the fuck I'm supposed to compete, keep up with you when you 20 feet, 30 feet in the air jumping in the back line of they shit? Even Mercy can't keep up that shit, man. Do better, man.
Thank you. Cause on my mama, that's how I feel.
Niggas be moving. niggas be moving like we got Mercy at all time.
Like, let's never forget. I mean, Big, you played with me in this match where the Doomfist said I need to keep an orb on him the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
And he's running to their back lines and not getting a single kill.
Sounds about right.
So then I'm getting pushed by a tracer, a soldier, or their tank. So I have to fight for my life. It's just
so. The state that the game is in right now, as much as the actual gameplay isn't the best, that community, and I'm not gonna lie, the one thing that I really hate about the Overwatch community right now is fucking open queue. And I mean competitive open queue, not quick play, because quick play is fine. I don't give a damn how they play in quick play. But going into competitive open queue and having to do that 3 tanks, 2 healers bullshit every single fucking game.
It's literally, what is it? It's the GOAT meta all over again.
Pretty much, like, they literally made it so you couldn't run that meta anymore. And then people are still going to try to run it. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. I would never in my life
play open queue ever again.
That shit is so dumb,
I played it when
bro.
Overwatch 2 first came out. I already could see what it was. I never want to spend something like that. Can't give niggas that much freedom, bro.
It's so dumb, bro. Like, I really enjoy the role queue a lot better. The only problem with role queue, especially in competitive when you're running by yourself, if you get a trash teammate, you kind of just stuck with a trash teammate.
Yeah, we've literally had to insta lock certain characters because we couldn't deal with our tanks and whatnot.
Like, that's the only thing that sucks about role queue. It's just, if your teammate's not doing good at a role, they're kind of stuck with that role. It ain't nothing you can do.
By the way, I
just
feel like this needs to be mentioned right now on stream and on the podcast, because the video version of this will be uploaded as well on Spotify and whatnot. The way I just shitted on Finn right now was something serious. I edge guarded him and did a ranged attack and shot him off the map. That Smash Bros IQ came into play right there. Because those of y'all who don't know, I've actually mentioned this on like previous podcasts and my solo podcast, which I might end up bringing back. I played Smash Bros semi-competitively, and I mean literally amateur casual level type, like going to locals type level. And yeah, that just felt good to actually hit that for once. But speaking of slandering Overwatch, yeah, trying to play Overwatch like casually is damn near impossible for real. Cause like you can't just get on the game and just chill. Cause y'all was there when I tried playing it. It was actually yesterday on stream when I just tried playing it. I lost my friggin' mind, and that was just 2 matches. And like
Ain't happened to Overwatch. Not Overwatch. Apex. There's no casuals no more.
Yeah.
And like the thing is, I'm not saying that like I need to go crazy every match, you know, have the most damage, whatever. I don't need that. It's cool. It's the fact that I feel like I have to literally sweat the whole time. Like I can't just get in there and just chill. It's like that sound on TikTok. I'm trying to chill, bro. And you just keep like that's how it feels every match.
But 100%, it's very annoying. Like I said, if you got to deal with the bullshit of like, especially when people, I was playing with Ranchi and Savad earlier, and I had a teammate. Because we're doing roll queue and Ranchi is I think he plat something at tank. He's either plat or a diamond tank. I can't play DPS because I'm only bronze in DPS. So I couldn't. So literally, I am stuck playing support because Ranchi's already tank, and I can't play DPS. And so we had a Cassidy on our team, and he couldn't hit his shots. Now, since he couldn't hit his shots with Cassidy, guess what character he goes to get next?
What, Widow?
Yep.
You got Widow?
Yes, because he couldn't hit his shots with Cassidy, he went to go get Widow. Like it's the fact of the mindset of I can't hit with this character.
Let me go get another one.
Let me get a more difficult character.
Can't hit with this hit scan. We'll go get another hit.
Bro.
And one that I can't necessarily push with either.
One that doesn't have the tools where if someone really pushes up on me, if someone pushes up on a Widowmaker, she's pretty much dead.
Yeah.
There's nothing she can really do. Like you're going against one of those demon Widowmakers that still can scope in and hit you with a headshot when you right in front of them. You are at the advantage when you close in on a Widow.
That's crazy.
The new players are very annoying, but I give them a pass because they're new. When I see stuff like that, I get annoyed. But it's just they're new. I wish they weren't in my lobbies, but they're just new players. Now, if they're not being toxic with it, that's what I mean. I give them a pass. Now, if I ask you to switch off a character because you're not doing well with it, and then you start getting toxic with me, but I will let you die. I don't want you die.
Makes it like worse with that type of shit. You be trying to chill, like you don't even be like toxic. Like, hey, bro, I see that you struggle. You would want to switch like somebody else. Like you'll like in what happened? You like with Cassidy, you could be like, hey, bro, you want to switch to like Soldier or Sojourn or hell even May, like somebody where you can get more damage and get more shots sent down a specific way. Nah, we talking about I got 1,000 damage. It's like, bro, I'm a support character and I got 5k with 5k healing.
Like, no, wait, I need to get this one out.
And you got,
hold on. Happened last night.
And you got,
playing with Sabrina.
And this will piss me off too, though. They'll say they got 1,000 damage, but like they got no elims and they got like 10 deaths.
Need to get this one out, Woo, because this one really pissed me off last night. Me and Sabrina up late playing competitive. There was a Tracer on our team.
Oh, she did terrible.
No elims at all. Almost 5,000 damage. You telling me out of 5,000 fucking damage, you got not one kill?
Not even on the support?
Stealing your kills, dude.
Like not even as a support?
No.
Like I had a damn Tracer pestering the hell out of me when I was playing the other day with Kenny, I think.
And the Tracer was going stupid.
Yeah.
Almost 5k damage with no elims is insane. And the other DPS was no better because they had 3,000 with no elim.
And you know what's the crazy part is? This game actually isn't that bad for real.
Oh no, this game's ass.
Like, it's not that bad. It's just a few balancing issues.
Also,
Critical balancing issues.
That I seen was gonna be an issue. Cause like when you got a character like a freaking Bastion or whatever, and you change his ultimate into something else that, you know, is admittedly worse, and then you give him like his regular, what is it, like his L1 or whatever the hell, and that's his old, that's a problem. When you make a character to a point like where if you're a DPS and you're playing like trash, just pick Bastion. Don't nobody see as an issue.
So, or if you need a shield breaker, Bastion. You need someone to take out DPS, Bastion. You need someone to take out a healer, Bastion.
You need to hold an angle, Bastion.
You need a hit scan, Bastion. Guess what? You need something, Bastion. But what was I about to say? Because I saw your TikTok with the possible most worst possible take, and I'm getting really annoyed with the Overwatch community for it.
You seen it?
It's just that I understand we are all annoyed by Roadhog. Now, complaining that a motherfucker who is using the equivalent of a double barrel shotgun.
Definitely Bubble Daryl.
He's using the equivalent of a double barrel shotgun. He hooks you and brings you within 2 inches of the barrel, and you are a squishy character, like a DPS or a healer, because pretty much any DPS or healer at this point, unless you're Reaper or Soldier or Sojourner or whatever the fuck, you are a squishy character. Complaining that he can one-shot you is in-fucking-sane.
Are you surprised?
No, I'm not surprised, but it's annoying.
That was one of those things like, tell me you didn't play Overwatch 1 without telling me you didn't play Overwatch 1.
No, because it's even people that played Overwatch 1 that want them to do that. That's
any real shooter. Oh, like, hold on, Big, I'm sorry. Think about it like this. Niggas are tired of snipers being one-shot. Shotguns on Call of Duty are not one-shot when they should be. Like, just look at how gaming has evolved in the shooting realm, when guns that really should be a one shot to your body or your face. Now, I understand from a quality of life, you don't want every gun that technically should be a one shot to be a one shot. But if I shoot you in the face with a dig on my nigga, I shouldn't have to follow it up with another one.
Facts.
I have a 50 cal sniper.
If I shoot you in the chest with a 12 gauge from close range, when I say close range, I'm 7 to 8 inches away from your chest. I should be blowing your spinal cord out, man. Juice everywhere.
I felt that as somebody has a bad back right now. I'm not gonna lie.
My biggest thing with
a rail gun. I ain't not even restarted.
My biggest thing with Roadhog right now is I understand you want him to be nerfed. Everyone, I feel like, is going about his nerf the wrong way. He has the most health. He literally only has health. Every other tank in the game either has their health plus armor, which makes it so they take less damage, or their health plus shield, which is something that can regenerate. He just has health, and he can heal himself. He needs to be able to heal himself because he can't regenerate his fucking health like a shield, and he doesn't get less damage taken like any other tank. That's literally the biggest thing about him, and the biggest drawback to him is all that damage he takes, that's 100% of the damage. And that all goes straight to his health. That's not something that can be recharged, nothing like that. Don't nerf his health, because then you make him an even worse character. Oh, but then he can heal himself. Who? He can heal himself. If you take his shit down to 500 health, I don't give a fuck how much he can heal himself. That shit's gonna be gone quicker than he can get it.
Isn't he like 650 or some shit like that too?
No. What, like his health?
Yeah, it's like 650 or 700.
It's 700. But there's a reason that it's 700. Like I said, he doesn't have any of the other shit that the other tanks get. So I don't get why everybody wants them to nerf his health if literally all the other tanks would just get an even bigger advantage on him. The only thing that I really think they really need to change is just his hook, because his hook has too much of a hitbox. Because I should not be able to just throw my hook between a tank and 2 DPS and hit the random healer in the back that I didn't even mean to hit.
I'm not gonna lie, as a Roadhog main, I've definitely done that a few times.
It's that should not be happening. Because even like I wouldn't consider myself a Roadhog main, but I play him a lot. I'm pretty good at him, even before this game when his hitbox was still relatively good for his hook, because it wasn't as bad as it is now. Yeah, that shit is too easy. That shit is way too easy. I will literally just run around. Like before, it used to be a lot harder to hook a Genji. I'm not even worried. Like if I see a Genji, I'll literally just wait for him to stop using his deflect, and it's like you're easy picking. It used to be hard to hook a Tracer. It ain't that hard no more. All you gotta do is throw it in her general direction.
I will say, like, his hook can, like, I don't mind like the reduced range or anything like that people were suggesting. I don't mind that shit. My whole thing is, it's like they're complaining about like the hook, not the hook, but like the combo. You know, you grab, hook, shoot, done. It's like, why are y'all complaining about something that's been in his kit since Overwatch 1? That's like his whole shtick. Like that's his whole thing. And of course, they're like, you shouldn't be able to one shot. I'm a tank.
I got a fucking shotgun in my hands. What do you mean? But here's my thing. If it was Reaper and you're a squishy and I just walk up to you point blank, shoot you in the head, that's a one shot because it's a fucking shotgun. What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Like, well, none of the other tanks can one shot. None of the other tanks have a fucking double barrel shotgun. The closest one to that is Diva, and her guns if they made it so her guns had much damage as Roadhog, oh my god, there would be no other tank picked.
Literally. It's like he has to have something. It's like they want to take that away because he should not be able just to do something. Like, here's the thing. Roadhog is good, but like he's an easy counter. You can melt Roadhog for real. And on top of that, I'm not necessarily scared of a Roadhog for real. The hook is terrifying, but I mean, that's kind of what it's used for, just the hook.
I'm scared of a good Roadhog. Ones that can actually hook your, like, it's not even like he's doing it on accident. He is purposely going for your healers.
Yeah, like them Roadhogs are terrifying, but that's like not even like the vast majority for real.
No, most of them just be hooking whatever's in front of them.
Literally. So it's like, I don't understand the complaints here. Like, I get a smile, like maybe like a rework to like the hook, like you just said, like something like that, to where like, you know, you can't just fully aim it for real, or like a reduction to like the distance. Cause I've seen that, because I'm not gonna lie, I've definitely hooked somebody that I did not think was in range and snagged them, and it's shot like how we was talking about yesterday with 2K, like you get a pass you did not expect. It was like that. Like I hooked him, I just looked at him, I'm like, oh shit, I got you.
The crazy part about that is they did nerf his hook back in Overwatch 1. Remember, they nerfed the range.
Oh yeah, and
then they just decided to turn that shit the fuck back up.
And they nerfed the fact, because remember, you used to be able to pull people through like buildings and whatnot.
Oh, you used to be able, if you got hooked around a corner, you were still hooked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, they probably need to still fix that, because the amount of times
this still happens.
It shouldn't be. Yeah, no, it doesn't happen as bad. So it's not like you can be completely around the corner and still get hooked. But if like you're on a ledge above me and I'm a Roadhog, I can still hook you down.
Yeah.
And I feel like that shouldn't be a thing as much as it is. Like if you're still behind cover because of the ledge and I'm hooking you off the ledge from behind that cover, I don't think that should be a thing.
I agree.
But if you're like obviously hanging over the ledge trying to shoot somebody, that's different.
Like if I see you like well enough to where like a hook could hit you, cool. But it's like if I can't see you, then it shouldn't hit.
Yeah, they definitely, I remember that they nerfed the range of his hook, because that was the biggest thing with him. They nerfed the range of it, and they nerfed that you couldn't get hooked around corners anymore. And then this new game came out, and they were just like, yeah, let's just put both of those things sort of back into the game, and then also make it so it's easier to hook people because the hitbox is so ridiculous.
Yeah, and then the funny thing was about that video is like people were a majority of people were offering like good like little nerfs, like the ones that we're talking about like right now. Then of course a select few, he needs to be nerfed into the ground because if they have a Kiriko, I'm like, okay, so now you're putting another character in the game or in this,
well, if they have this character with them, that's what a team comp is.
I was like, they're doing that, so I'm all like, here's the thing. But then let me go ahead and counter your point because now I'm about to make you look even dumber. If we have a good team comp and whatnot, then we're not going to have that issue because we're going to take out your healers first, or my healers will be taken out first. Like y'all just want to be contrarian so bad.
It's the amount of people that just don't like. If you just didn't play the first one, like, because I didn't play it super competitively Overwatch 1, but I played competitive. If you didn't play it competitive, please stop talking about how stuff should be nerfed, because y'all don't be making no sense with the shit y'all be saying.
It's like y'all don't be gaming for real.
Hey, bro. There is no way, bro. There is no way that you sat there and told me that, well, if he's with this character, then it makes him overpowered. Yeah, just like if you put Ana with a fucking Reinhardt, as soon as he gets nano, Reinhardt is the scariest tank on the fucking map.
That nigga is horrifying.
Like, what are we talking about here?
That nigga is horrifying.
If you put this healer or put this duo together, then it's scary. You put a Zarya with a Pharah, that's a scary duo. That's called a team comp. What are we talking about here?
Like, welcome to team comp. We're talking about the individual character here, not the bonuses that he gets. That's not the problem here. Because that's the case, then there would be a 1v1 game mode in Overwatch.
I say at this point, y'all just want to play Call of Duty, bro. Just go play Call of Duty.
Literally, it's like y'all complain about things that don't need to be touched really for real. Like when Sojourn was an issue, yeah, that was a problem. When Soldier was an issue at one point, problem. Genji, so on and so forth. Like individual characters. We're not thinking about the team comp aspect. We're thinking about this specific character, and if I pick him, it's a problem. That's the difference. It's not if I pick him with this, it's a problem. No, it's when I pick this person individually, it's an issue. But it's like they just ignore that entire thing because they're so busy being in their feelings because they got beasted by a Roadhog. You realize how irritating it is to play certain characters? Like, I hate Bastion. Hate him. And to me, Bastion should be Bastion from Overwatch 1 with his ult. Because that's what makes me mad. That tank thing is like 3 frames.
Oh, yeah. I definitely think that he shouldn't be able to move. And I think that was probably their biggest mistake with him. I don't mind his new ult. I don't mind that much because honestly, it's balanced better than his old one because you can't just be jumping around shooting fucking grenades at me the entire time, shooting goddamn nukes at me from behind a tank shield.
And that old real dodgeable, it's easy to die.
Yeah, like it's something that if you get hit by it, either you was just trapped there, wasn't nothing you could do about it, or you just
wasn't paying attention. Yeah, you wasn't paying attention. Like, yeah.
And that I'm okay with. The ult is cool, but I don't think he should be able to move in that turret mode. Now, if they did that right now, that would ruin him as a character. The only reason I say that is because dive comp is so fucking prevalent in this game. Because no matter what you do, there's no more stun characters besides fucking Roadhog, Orisa, and pretty much just tank characters. Tanks have pretty much the only stuns in the game now, besides Ana, who can sleep somebody.
Facts. I'm not gonna lie. Watching Ana sleep somebody is like probably my favorite thing to do.
But because they got rid of the shields, they got rid of the extra tank, and they got rid of pretty much all stun characters besides tanks. The dive comp is so ridiculous because at this point, it's like, who's gonna stop Diva? Who's gonna stop Diva from pushing your healer?
Not a soul.
Because Brigitte can't stun her. Fucking Cassidy can't stun. Like nobody can. Fucking Mei can't freeze anymore. You literally got rid of all the things that were to combat dive comp, and now that's all there is in the game.
Yeah, the fact that Mei can't freeze no more, I'm not gonna lie, I did not understand that decision at all.
I understood it, but the problem is that they then, if you just was going to get rid of her freeze, you shouldn't have got rid of all the stuff. Because now you got a whole bunch of characters like Genji and shit that you have to nerf into the ground just to make them on the same level as the rest of them.
Right.
And they really don't know what the fuck to do with Reaper.
I'll be honest, I don't have a problem with Reaper.
Reaper as a character is doing exactly what he's supposed to do. The problem is there's no fucking stuns in the game.
Yeah.
So he can just literally push your backline and there's nothing you can do about it.
And then
They
and then
don't know what
that
the fuck to do with Reaper.
and then that insult to injury though. I mean, they took away Cassidy's combo too, which kind of irritated me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I wish they would give him his stun back.
Like I preferred that so much better. Like him having that ability to roll and then to throw the joint, the stun grenade, then roll and then fan the hammer. I thought that was smart because it's a good combo.
Like as of right now, when it comes to people that need more counters, Tracer has, if we're going to be completely honest, maybe 2 counters. She has May and maybe Winston, and that's only when Winston has his shield up and she's within range.
Yep.
Like, if you go against a good Tracer, there's literally almost no one you can pick to get them. You can't hard counter them. Like,
Not
the closest to a hard counter is if you are really good at sleeping. That's the closest.
And that is so hard to do,
bro. I say because it's already hard enough to hit her with her zip zapping all around the map.
Yeah. I mean, as a Zen, I could the best thing I could do as a Zen whenever she rushes me is hit her like twice and then kick her, because then she has to retrace or whatever the hell they call it.
Yeah, but it's still like the actual problem is hitting her.
Yeah, like that's still the biggest issue.
She literally has maybe 2 counters in the game. The only other time she can be countered is by an ult like fucking Reinhardt's hammer down.
Which is still hilarious, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, well, getting one shot by the hammer down is one of the worst feelings.
Hammer down! Fuck!
Or like Arissa's little pull shit or Zarya's shit.
Yeah.
So I either have to have my ult ready for her, just for her,
or you gotta have the aim of, or you gotta have the aim of God into Tapper.
Say if I'm not a DPS, I either have to hopefully be a tank and have an ult ready for her, or hopefully my aim is on point so much with either Ana or Baptiste or fucking. Oh, no, she has technically 3, maybe 3 because of Moira, and even then.
Side note, I see the sweat that Kenny was talking about with multiverses, by the way. I feel like I need to interrupt for that. Because now I'm actually playing motherfuckers who might be on like in the same Discord playing right now. The score is 1-1 as far as matches go right now, but I'm playing the level 14 Harley Quinn. I'm playing the free version Harley Quinn that I got to level 3 in this podcast alone. I just gotta get that off my chest. It's stupid. Like, I'm really out here like listening and trying to talk, and at the same time not trying to be complete and total garbage, bro. This ain't it. But I don't know. I'm not gonna say I don't know. I do know. I need folks to actually analyze stuff and stop trying to go off feelings or off like one match type joint.
Or the amount of y'all that I know, because playing Overwatch 1, I know which one of y'all really ain't been playing the game. Because y'all be saying some shit where it's like, ain't no way you played the first one talking like this.
Right? Genji deserves a nerf. Huh?
Genji needs to be nerfed again. You mean the motherfucker with barely any health?
The dude who literally is squishy as all be damned. Him. Like, you look up squishy, you see Zen and Genji.
The only person squishier than Genji at fucking DPS is Tracer.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm playing the Ultra Sweats. Jesus God. Yeah, these dudes are some dorks. Anyways. I don't know. It's just a community aspect of this game really pisses me off because dudes will talk reckless, or like my favorite is support diff, damage diff. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? And they be on your team talking like this.
Hey, they be talking out their ass. Smooth out their ass.
Maybe like support diff, and then you look, it's like, bro, you have not protected me not one time.
I had somebody earlier, they were in the team chat talking about where are my healers, and I said dying because you left us.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you expected from us. If you were just gonna sit there and leave us to die.
So where are my healers? Dead. We're all t-shirts right now. As we speak.
the amount of people that just do that shit right there is so annoying.
It's irritating. It's like, bro, you ain't that good to be talking like this anyway. Like, you think you're him, you're not him. I promise you, you're not him. You average, probably below average. We're being honest.
Mm-hmm. And on the other side of what we were talking about earlier, the toxicity. I understand. A lot of us been playing the game for a long time, and I understand that sometimes new players think that they can give advice, and they might not know what they're talking about.
Right.
Now, what I don't understand is when you know the player is new, they didn't give the advice in a disrespectful manner. They were politely saying, I think this is what should be done with this type of team comp, or I think this is a good counter to this. Mm-hmm. And instead of just being respectful and being like, hey, I understand you think that, but here's what it really is. We just go immediately to the utmost slander and be like, well, you're a fucking dumbass.
Yeah, shut your bitch ass up. You don't know what to talk about. It's like, bro, relax. Like, this, like, if they're respectful about it, I don't understand why you could be such an asshole about it. Like, if a dude's literally, if a dude is suggesting that maybe you switch tanks, and he might be new, or if he's asking if he needs to switch something like that, and the first thing is, well, what do you think? I don't know, I'm fucking new.
Like, bro. And because like I told you, I remember I saw that TikTok dude was just saying that he thinks that Ana should be healing the DPSs and Mercy should pocket the tank. Which, in all honesty, on the surface level, is not a bad idea. Now you got all these people that only listen to what Overwatch coaches tell you to do, and I think they're all about to go to the Overwatch League, or they're all level master top 500s and shit. Like, most of y'all is not that good at the game. I promise you. A lot of y'all is gonna be down where a lot of us are gonna be at, like silver, gold, plat, maybe diamond.
Right.
Maybe diamond if you're really good. You might be out of my reach. But y'all be talking like, oh, well, this competitive coach said, well, this is what you're supposed to be doing, so this is what you're supposed to do. No, there's literally different team comps you can run, because there is times where it might be better for the Mercy pocket a tank. Now, if you have like a soldier, or like a Sojourn, or a Widowmaker, or a Bastion, probably be best for her to be damage boosting and pocketing that DPS.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and explain it like that. But if you have a Genji on your team, why the fuck do you want Mercy zipping around with him? The motherfucker that can't defend themselves. Why would you want them zipping around with it? Like, yeah, no, all the time, there's no reason why Mercy should be healing tanks. Shut up. She's a healer. What are we talking about here? There's always a reason to heal a tank. The fucking tank and it needs heals. Stop letting these coaches get y'all fucked up.
Right? Like, this is our front lines, and you are not going to be part of the Overwatch League. Humble yourself, brother. Just play.
Letting these coaches get you fucked up because you over here like, well, he told me I shouldn't be healing my tanks. I should be healing the squishies. And my tank's almost dead, so I'm gonna just leave it to the healer. And not realizing the other healer's fucking dead.
Right.
Don't let these people get you fucked up. Everything is situational based. Don't let somebody tell you, yeah, at all times this is the only thing you're supposed to be doing. No, it ain't.
Do this or die type shit.
No, it ain't. I promise you. Because there's going to be times where you do that shit and everybody's going to be like, what the fuck is you doing?
Yeah, that shit, I don't know. That shit is weird, but it's just that community aspect of it that really frustrates the shit out of me. It's all like, bro, like, y'all want this game to live so bad. Y'all want to do good so bad, but it's like y'all aren't helping it.
It's the reason. I'm not gonna lie, the community is the reason that the game died before. And it looks like it's gonna be another reason again. So that community is so fucking toxic for no reason. It's not as bad as some other games. It's not the most toxic game. Like, League has them beat by 10,000 miles.
Oh, easily.
Call of Duty still has them beat. I've been called worse in a Call of Duty lobby than I have ever been called in Overwatch.
Right.
Overwatch, worse you're gonna get called is a hard R. Like, oh no, my feelings.
Oh no,
calling me something that I've never heard before.
Right. calling me something I haven't heard a million times before. And then
Sitting there.
you know what pisses me off? I was like, bro, I've been gaming longer than most of you motherfuckers at this point, for being honest. Like, shut up.
Like, I understand when the top players like, yeah, this is how you should play when you're in their lobby.
Yep. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing, yo.
Like,
Talk about it.
Y'all not in top 500 lobbies, bro. I promise you, it doesn't matter who heals the tank. Just heal the fucking tank.
Right? The tank ain't gonna care who's healing them. They just want heals.
I promise you, your tank doesn't give a shit if the Lucio's healing them, the Zen's healing them, the Mercy's healing them, the Ana, the Kiriko. Doesn't give a fuck which one of y'all is healing them. He just want heals.
Right?
Now, is there certain combinations that work better? Yes.
Absolutely.
But just heal the fucking tank.
That's what we call a team-based game.
Like, that community.
It's like, that's what we call a team-based game. Certain things work better for with certain teams. Other than that, the shit ain't gonna work. I mean, the shit is not meant for you.
And it doesn't help that you got a lot of these. Cause like I said, I told you when I was talking about it before off stream, I ain't checked these niggas' credentials. But all these niggas saying that they're Overwatch coaches need to go ahead and stop trying to tell people this is how you're supposed to play the game all the time. Because if I'm pretty much in rec league type games, and you telling me to play the NBA level, these niggas ain't NBA level that I'm going against.
Right?
Why the fuck am I trying so hard?
There is just as casual as I am, bro.
This is why games get fucked up, because y'all be listening to all these competitive people trying to play like them. Y'all ain't even having fun no more. Y'all just doing what some nigga that barely play the game tell you to do.
Talk
you
about
just
it.
be looking at statistics.
Talk about it.
You over here watching other people playing, be like, yeah, they should probably do this. Yeah, I'm a coach. Don't stop it.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to start having to check some of these niggas' cards on this TikTok shit. Oh yeah, I'm a TikTok coach. That's what I'm gonna start calling them. If I check your credentials and it's not valid, yeah.
I might make that a TikTok series of checking niggas' credentials.
You gotta check their cards, bro. Like,
all these checking these quote unquote MLG coach.
All of y'all coaches and y'all teams somehow be losing, or I ain't never heard of your team a day in my life. All right, bro.
Be niggas that's been coaches. You ain't never heard their name come up in any Overwatch conversation. Like, yeah, I'm a coach. For who?
Right?
Yeah, I'm a coach too. Who the fuck is y'all coaching? Cause it can't be these niggas.
Can't be. Yeah, I need to check. I need to start G-checking them.
The amount of them is like, yeah, I'm a coach, and it's like, huh, that's interesting. What's the highest rank you ever hit? Huh? Oh, it's top 500. Let me see your stats. Huh?
Right?
Stop letting these niggas get you fucked up because they a quote unquote coach and they ain't even. And I'm not gonna lie, the best piece of advice that I've heard when it came to giving people information is whenever someone tries to call themselves a coach or an expert, because Chase definitely put me on. He's like, unless they have 10,000 hours worth of experience, they ain't no fucking expert.
Hell
they ain't no coach. If you ain't got 10,000 hours, you cannot call yourself an expert at.
You can't call yourself no expert at something if I have the same amount of hours and time played as you. Hell no.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, as young as some of these people are that be trying to call themselves coaches, and I know they not playing the game that much.
Right?
Because if you is, you wouldn't have to be a fucking coach. Because some of y'all is coaching because y'all ain't in that top 500.
Let's face it, some of y'all just ain't that good, brother.
Bro, y'all getting niggas fucked up out here.
And like Biggie said, I'm not gonna lie, Biggie said the biggest bar though. That man said just because the coach said doesn't mean you have to do it, because they're saying it at their rank. A lot of y'all ain't at their rank.
A lot of y'all just y'all, and especially when it be motherfuckers be in the replies or somebody, like I was saying, somebody knew they're being toxic, and then it's like, well, it sounds like he said, he said, I saw one that was like, yeah, it sounds like you're like low silver ranking. He's like, no, I'm actually about to hit plat. It's like, I'm high gold right now, about to hit plat. Like, well, you're obviously not good at the game because you called it a healer when it's a support. Shut your bitch ass up, please. Ooh.
Every
Ooh.
single last one of them heals in some way, shape, or form. Some are just better than
Ooh.
others, but we still say, I need heals. No matter who the
Ooh,
character is, we all say, I need heals.
Let me go ahead and open up my notes app so I can start writing these down. Because I'm definitely about to start making these TikToks telling y'all to shut y'all asses up.
That's how I know you's a top 5, you know what I'm saying, meat masher.
Motherfuckers be trying to say, yeah, this is actually a support. It's like, no, it's still a healer.
And it's funny,
Be
cause like
one of them heals.
the games that like have supports in it, like whatnot, is like, bro, them are like support characters because they actually support. They're not necessarily healing. Like, but Overwatch, they all heal.
Literally, their support class is all healers. Until they put in a support that doesn't heal, and don't give me no bullshit. Well, like technically, this tank, you see right there, tank,
Right? Well, technically, Roadhog, it's like, bro, shut up.
Technically, Roadhog's a DPS. Shut your ass up.
Or technically, Soldier, like, bro, all right, eat my entire balls, bro.
Like, like, they are in their respective roles. Every support in Overwatch is a fucking healer because they can all heal. Like that, I don't get where we miss that concept that a healer is somebody that can heal. Just because it's not their main thing, they can still fucking heal. Like, at the end of the day, no matter what character you play, if you got 2,000 healing after 3 or 4 rounds of competitive, you definitely getting told it was a support diff or a healer diff.
Yep.
Or it wasn't my main focus. It should have been. I promise you. Your teammates don't give a fuck how fast you get them to the point as Lucio if you're not doing shit.
Talk about it. I mean, shit's irritating. I mean, shit, Kenny, you dealt with some of the toxicity that comes with it, with this community, right?
Not really, no. Yeah, but I just got into rank, so I might start hearing them. I don't really hear them in quick play and all that for real.
Oh no, quick play, them niggas be chilling for the most part.
I just started playing rank. I ain't really played rank by myself, but once I do, I got a feeling it's gonna get mad.
It will.
It will. For no reason at that.
The amount of people that that 4,000 heal, not 4,000 heal, that 4,000 damage with no elims, it was just like, bro, why are you even a DPS at this point? Why did you come to competitive?
Like, you got all this damage and they are still somehow pushing the point. How?
You get all that damage, ain't none of them got a lick of fear in their hearts for you because you ain't killed shit.
That shit, oof.
I feel like we should move on because I could go on about them for the rest of the night. That community pisses me off.
I get it. You're not alone in it.
They still want Sojourn to get another nerf, and I'm not gonna lie. They just say, call a spade, bro. Y'all just don't like the character. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to pull that card of. It's crazy how they put an African American woman in the game, and she one of the best characters, and all of a sudden she got to get nerfed.
This man be about to pull the race card. That's crazy.
Oh, 100%. Because they wasn't saying this shit when it was Soldier, the white man.
Hey, yo.
Wasn't saying it. But as soon as it's Soldier and she can slide around like Apex, and they gave her a railgun, which should actually be doing damage like a fucking railgun. All of a sudden, it needs to be nerfed. Oh well, she still needs another nerf. Oh, I think she still needs another nerf. You just want a black woman running around with a little pew-pew gun. That's insane.
I will say I did see one thing where this dude said they nerf her again. She's gonna be just useless. Like, she's fine where she's at now. Like, they done enough.
Bro, they want them to do what they did to Pathfinder on Apex, bro. Like, relax. Y'all want her to just run around doing 5 damage with the whole clip and 2 damage with a railgun.
The way they did Pathfinder was dirty. That was dirty.
I'm not gonna lie, I might have over exaggerated because even niggas that hated Pathfinder was like, damn, nigga, you ain't have to do all that.
Hey, Biggie, it's me. I'm niggas.
Bro, the entire community was like, shit. I said nerf them, but damn.
I said a little bit. Them boys said, I bet. No more hook for you. I'm like, all right, relax. Relax.
They want that to be a non-playable character.
They do. And then when they get it, they're going to complain about it.
I can't wait for them to start complaining about Ramatra because he's in competitive now.
Oh, he is?
Yep. I think he just got in today. I can't wait for them to start complaining about him.
You know, that's gonna be interesting. I'm not scared of Ramatra at all. That's the funny part.
For the Ramatra that I went against earlier in competitive, he was really good. And that's going to be the thing. A good Ramatra is what's going to get people annoyed and want them to nerf that character.
That's a big,
even though honestly he doesn't really need one.
That's a big thing too, though. It's like when the character's actually good, or like people are good with the character, they want to get nerfed because they're frustrated. It's like, bro, be frustrated because you're not playing good. There's a difference between the character that's broken versus the character who's just in the right hands. He's like that.
That was my biggest thing with Sojourn, is that we're complaining about a character with a railgun, saying that the railgun does too much damage because you're tired of getting one-shotted by a railgun that you still have to hit your shot with. It's not a lock-on. She has no lock-on feature unless you're on console where you get aim assist. And we are talking about that we need to nerf the range, nerf the damage, nerf the character all over. Like, certain characters is why, like, if they ever were really serious about, oh, we want Widowmaker nerfed, I'd be like, so y'all want the character whose only job is to snipe you, to not be able to snipe you. That's what we want. All because we're tired of one-shot characters, you know, with these strong-ass weapons that we knew were strong. We knew that character was strong, but still tried to battle them from their range.
Yeah.
I don't see, like, the thing about it, whenever, like, I hear some of these complaints, it always comes from people, not all the time, a lot of times it comes from, like, when a person, like, say it's a person that wants Widowmaker to be nerfed. Why are you just, not you specifically, Woo, but why are you Zenyatta just standing out thinking, oh, I can kill her faster than she can kill me?
Right.
Like, what are we doing? You know there's a Widow on the field and you standing out in the open. What are we doing here? Like, what was your goal? We know there's a we know there's a fucking Sojourn out on the field. Let me just go out there and just stand around and wait to get lasered.
Yeah, the worst thing for me is, like, because I play fucking Zen, is when I somehow end up in the front lines. That's the scariest thing ever.
Like, I'm not supposed to be here.
Bro, like, the fear, the genuine fear. Because it's like, I'm not supposed to be out here. Like, that's not supposed to be me. And yet I somehow be out there in the front lines. Or like right now, because I'm playing Overwatch as we speak, there's a Genji. Not a Genji, a Hanzo trying to murder my face. And I gotta, like, sit there and dodge all that shit. And then I get shot at by fucking Hanzo again because our what's her name? Zarya doesn't kill him. It's stuff like that.
Hell yeah, I'm just kind of sick and tired of having to hear about certain characters.
Yeah, Roadhog needing to be nerfed is irritating. Not even just because I'm a Roadhog man, but it's like, bro, I've never had a problem with the enemy Roadhog for real, because we got counters for that.
Literally counters for every character, and yet we forget this and just start saying, well, this character needs to be nerfed, instead of picking the character that counters them.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I'm annoyed with Bastion right now, he still technically has a counter. I can go Ashe, I can go Hanzo, I can go Widowmaker. Because with Widowmaker, I can sit so far back, his turret can't hit me.
Yeah.
I can go Hanzo and use a little speed arrow and melt your whole shit before you can melt me. I could go Cassidy and throw a fucking grenade at you and continuously shoot you with this 6-shooter.
Yeah.
I could go Ashe and throw a dynamite bomb at you and burn you to smithereens. I could throw Bob at you.
It's like the only character that truly pisses me off right now is just Junkrat.
Junkrat, I feel like he's meant to be annoying though.
Yeah, like
one of those characters,
like he
that's
pisses me off, but like it's not like he's one of them characters where it's kind of like nerf him. He's not on that level with me. Oh my god. So Reinhardt just got power boosted. That was terrifying. But I don't know. I'm just sick of the toxicity off of a game that y'all want to be good and want to hit the center stage again, and y'all aren't doing nothing to help it for real. It's like we could blame Blizzard all we want to, They need to nerf this. They're not listening, but it's like at the same time, while y'all that point is valid, as a community needs to do better, because then nobody's gonna want to play the game, and then what happens? It dies.
Oh no, that game's gonna die.
It's just that easy. It's like everybody wants to point the finger at the devs, and yeah, they're the developers, but at the same time, as a community, needs to do better and needs to learn how to articulate stuff better than just saying that it's trash, for one, or just cussing out people, and then two, as a community, needs to just I don't know, be more welcoming to newer players. Like
that community is
like the whole toxic thing has like ran out. Like, it was funny at first, it's not funny no more.
not funny at all no more.
Yeah, it's just irritating, because then you're surprised when nobody wants to play no more,
bro. And it's one of those things where, like, especially when it comes to just toxicity and gaming, it's one of those things where I don't want gaming to be so soft to where I can't, like, you can say something crazy to me, and if I say something back, I know I'm getting banned. Because I'm not gonna lie, where we're at right now, we're pretty much there, and that shit's so fucking annoying.
Yeah,
that shit makes no fucking sense. But
yeah, that I could agree with.
But I don't want, but I also don't understand the people that want it to be so fucking toxic in gaming to where it's like, bro, you just want to be able to call people whatever, like all the slurs you want, because you can't say them in real life no more.
Oh yeah, it's like a video I made on TikTok where people let's go ahead and switch subjects real quick about Call of Duty, because this is something that, you know, people were fake mad about. Feel free to chime in whenever. People were talking about there's gonna be like a new AI, so similar to like to Valorant and whatnot. You're gonna be able, like, your chat's gonna be monitored or whatever. So like,
oh god, all the people upset about that.
Yeah,
like,
people are upset about it.
Hard R no more.
Yeah, so they're like, you know, well, their player base about to die. I'm like, no, it's not. The player base is not going anywhere. This is the same player base that swore up and down that they were not going to buy Infinite Warfare. That game
still bought it.
Yeah, still bought it. They weren't going to buy Advanced Warfare. Still bought it. Weren't going to buy this COD. Still bought it. Like, we're talking about that community. It's like, the fact of the matter is, y'all just want to be as racist and homophobic and as sexist as possible with no repercussions, because you want to quote unquote live the old Modern Warfare 2 days. My whole issue is with that is like, isn't the whole purpose of, like, I don't know, growing up, like, when you know better, you do better? Isn't that like the whole point? It's like, am I missing something here? Like, yeah, we could talk shit, call people all type of, you know, bitches, or you play like a hoe, you know, you're a bot, this, that, and the third. Ooh. Well, it's like, you can't say anything else except the hard ER. You can't say nothing else except for the word that rhymes with maggot. Like, you can't play with a girl gamer and not call her a bitch. Like, bro, like, really? It's like, you really can't do no better than that. Like, you really have you know, devolved into just that BS right there.
I don't understand.
Like, you can't be serious.
Don't understand it at all. Like, we really got to do all of this just to, you want to be able to do all of this just to say gaming never changed. Like, you know, gaming needs to evolve.
Or gaming's fun now. Like, no, it's not.
I promise you, as a person of color, it was as much as we talk about the good old days. I don't feel like going back to the times of being called a hard R just for being good at a video game.
Right. Like, I'm cool.
That shit, I'm kind of over that. This is not really what I'm looking for no more.
Not anymore, dog. I'm grown now. Like, in probably like the next 2 so years, I'm gonna be married, and like a couple of years, months after that, I'm gonna have my first child. Like, I already got like my life planned out. I'm good on the 15 and below stage of my life of, you know, that type of gaming and that type of toxicity. Like, I'm over it. You feel me?
And, you know, we thought y'all would be over it as well, because, you know, we all grown now. You think, you know, you understood racism was wrong. You just thought it was funny. But apparently y'all still in the party of y'all lives where y'all think this shit is funny.
Like, dog, it's old. It is quite literally old.
Like, we're kind of over it, though. Can we move on, please?
Please.
I don't feel like being called every slur under the sun just because I whipped your ass in Call of Duty anymore. Like, I'm over it. It was funny when I was 13. I'm not 13 no more.
Right. Like, dog, I am 28, damn near 30.
I took that with pride when I was 7. You know, I'm not 7 no more. I'm kind of over that part of my life.
Like, way over it. You feel me? It's like, bro, like y'all need to grow. And the crazy part is, it be grown ass men acting like this too. Like, I'm not giving teenagers a pass by no means. Like, y'all parents should have did better. But it's like, it be grown ass men talk about some, oh, well, Call of Duty's gonna die. It's like, bro, really? You like 35.
I'm not gonna lie to you. As much as it is still, obviously, as we know from experiences and just seeing it all on social media, there are still kids out there, young, that still think saying some of that stuff is funny. They gonna grow up. They usually find out or just learn from own experiences. Probably shouldn't have been saying that.
Right.
Some of y'all was supposed to learn that lesson. Y'all 34 was still like, nah, it's still what I want to do when I play Call of Duty, or I'm not getting the full experience. So you just got to be racist.
Niggas got a whole mortgage and still want to say it.
Like, nigga, you got kids and you still trying to say the hard R, bro? Like, what are we talking about here? You got a whole wife. Makes no fucking sense, bro.
It's weird. Just weird as hell. Like you think that shit's cool?
Like, this is what you still want to be doing in your 30s, almost 40s.
Like, this still
some of y'all was already almost in college when the Call of Duties we was playing was coming out.
Literally, like, this the hill you want to die on?
Some of y'all about to hit y'all midlife crisis part of y'all lives, and y'all still trying to say the hard R.
Still,
You think they care?
I don't know. That's the thing. It's like y'all at this part of y'all lives, and y'all still just don't give a fuck.
it's like y'all motherfuckers just don't think that's weirdo activity by now. It's kind of like 2K. I'm not gonna say all 2K content creators, but like the stereotype 2K content creator where they say nigga the whole entire video. Like, I'm like,
I say it a lot.
I do say it a lot, and I've been getting better at like trying to cut it out, like in like
content and shit, at least
content and whatnot. Like, I tried to, you know, at least cut that part out, and I've been getting a little bit better at it. But it's like, at some point y'all gotta grow up. At some point y'all gotta grow the fuck up. Because over here talking about some Call of Duty's about to fall off. Call of Duty's going nowhere. That's the most casual dad bod, you know, goes to work, works construction job, come home, wants to get on the game for a little bit with his boys game ever. Like, as casual as they come, that's Call of Duty. Because people love to act like, another thing I thought was funny, people love to act like Call of Duty was some simulation shooter. It was never that.
No, it never was supposed to be.
That's arcadey. Like, cut it out. Like, I don't know, man. I'm just over some of these dumbass narratives and or quote unquote hot takes that aren't even hot. They're just wrong.
Some of these unpopular opinions, y'all just want to be able to do shit that everybody also knows is weird and you shouldn't be doing.
Literally.
Unpopular opinion, I think we should bring racism back. What? Like, what are we doing here? What are we talking about?
Well, we all know they would never say that in front of someone's actual face.
Oh, that's the biggest thing.
We know that.
Mike Tyson said it best. He's all like, the reason why social media is bad is because it takes away ability for people to get punished for saying something reckless, getting punched in the face or something like that. I'm like, yeah, essentially, you're gonna say anything that you want if you know if there's no repercussion. Like, you won't say this to nobody face in real life. You are going to be as quiet as a church mouse.
Yep.
That shit is just despicable, but I don't know. That to me was just baffling. The Overwatch community wants their game to do well, but they complain about literally everything, and then when it comes to like new people or something like that, they just want to act like everybody's supposed to be on the same level and swear that they're all comp, when literally it's like 1% of players are going to get to that esport level or to that elite level of like where they're just that good at gaming.
Yeah.
Like, it's like 1%, probably less than that. Like, I'm probably being generous. So yeah, I'm over it, dog. I'm just real life over it. Like my favorite thing is like right now, personally, this is gonna be like the last subject. My personal favorite thing right now is when people are complaining content wise or whatever, because we're content creators. My favorite thing is people complain about like gaming being boring or like there's like nothing to play, which is still a bullshit trope.
If you have Game Pass and you saying there's nothing to play, just say you don't play games.
Right?
No, if you have a PC in general, you can't say that shit. All the emulators, you can literally play damn near any game that you never got to play when you were younger.
And don't try to use the no one's gonna watch an old game, because that's a fucking lie. That's how some people blew up their fucking channels.
Literally, my damn walkthrough channel is blew up and caught traction over old games. So
Shit is
you're full of
not
shit.
something that you can still say, bro.
You can't. You literally can't say that. Facts, nephew. Like you can't say that goofy shit no more, bro. And it's like oh my god, everybody's leaving. All right, but anyways, like you're full of it, and like people talk about like, well, you can't play nothing, everything's boring. It's like, bro, play a single player game, play literally anything and everything else. Like there is over thousands of games to play. Like this was a good year for gaming, a damn good year for gaming. And you mean tell me you ain't
fucking year.
Yeah, it's like you mean tell me you ain't find nothing that you want to play? Like
all these games.
Like you ain't find nothing?
All these games. Some of the games I didn't even play. Tunic, Slay the Spire. 2 games right there that I'm not playing, but I'm not gonna lie. Those are good games.
And then what really pisses me off is like, it's like you're complaining about nothing being able to play this, that, and the third, but it's all like, dog, have you ever sat down and thought about like your content?
Bro,
like not everything that your content has to be based around has to be based around multiplayer, because we know that gets old. And if your gameplay is just based around how good you are at a game, I promise you're going to get burned out quickly, because you're going to want to relax like everybody else, and you're not going to be able to. So you're gonna have to sweat your eyes out all the damn time, and you're just gonna like just find out that it's just not fun no more. It's like, make interesting, fun, funny content. Do challenges. I don't know. Get your people involved in it. That way it's more entertaining. Like, what are we doing here to where we can't even like formulate, I don't know, a different type of argument or a different issue that might be an actual issue aside from there's nothing to play? When are we gonna be able to articulate that maybe you as a content creator is just not it? That it's not the games, it's you. That's a harsh reality people ain't gonna be ready to face though.
No. A lot of people aren't ready to face the reality of, hey, if your content is around this specific game, the content creation might not be for you, because maybe your content's just ass.
Right?
Like sometimes you just gotta accept your content might not be it, bro.
And the funny thing is, it could change. You could control what you put out.
That's what I always try to explain to anybody that's getting into content. Don't make your content around a specific game, because that shit's just gonna be over once you get off that fucking game.
And plus, you're gonna end up hating that game.
Bro,
Her titties are still in all my views.
That was the dumbest trope ever. That was, oh my god, that pissed me off. That actually made me angry. It's like, bro, I promise you the dudes in that chat or the people in that chat weren't checking for you.
promise you, if they went to Twitch for titties, your stream was not in the back of their mind like, ooh, maybe he's live. No, they went for titties. It was never gonna come to your stream in the first place. Right. They didn't even know you existed, my dog. Well, they would have if she wasn't there. No, they would have just found another one.
It's not about a what if, brother. Because if that was the case, then Shroud wouldn't be pulling in the views that he does. All these top streamers would be pulling in the views that they do. Hell, I might average at this point with my stream, since I've been consistent, like maybe, I don't know, 7 to 10 viewers a game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Like 7 to 10 viewers a game or whatever, or like a stream or some shit like that. So like when it comes to that with me, it's kind of like I'm growing because of my content. I'm not worried about no titty streamer, bro.
Don't worry about no titties, bro. If I thought Titty was stealing my content, my viewers, I'm not gonna lie. If my content isn't more intriguing to you than a pair of titties that you could find another pair without any clothes on a different website, I'm not gonna lie to you. My content wasn't good. My content isn't better than softcore, man. That's insane.
Right.
Clothes still on.
I don't know. Like niggas
Or,
just
hear me out. Why you want that horny ass view anyway?
That's what I said. They weren't there for you in the first place.
like, why would you want that? He's gonna be in your chat and like, for instance, like I'm playing Overwatch or whatnot, and they talk about, have you seen, you know, what was the meme, like Error 44 or something like that, like Code 44?
What is it called? I think it's Code. I don't remember.
Like Code 44, like fucking Mercy, for instance. It's like, bro.
Rule 34.
Yeah, Rule 34. Hey, bro, if you don't get your horny ass out of my chat.
Over there in your chat talking about Junker Queen could step on them any day. Like, bro, get your horny ass out of here.
Like, bro, there's a time and a place for that, but you on that every time that you in my chat, bro. Go on somewhere.
I don't know. I know one of them.
Hey, hush.
Know a few of them. Anyways, yeah, that shit irritating. My whole thing is going in. I'm not even gonna say, cause we're gonna do probably one more podcast before the end of the year. Just know with the games that we recommended for y'all to get in the previous podcast, hey man, play with caution, because motherfuckers gonna get on your goddamn nerves. They gonna do the most. I swear that they comp, but they really not. And this whole comp thing has really fucked over like gaming for real. Like once game came to like the main stage, I kind of seen this happening. But at the same time,
it was bound to happen.
Yeah, it was bound to happen. He's got to make the most of it and just laugh at people when they try hard and they still fail miserably, for real. But yeah, that's all I got on my show notes for, like, I just want just to like talk about just these communities and whatnot. Like we talk about the 2K community enough, so they didn't even need to get brought up in this one for real. But primarily it's just Overwatch and then this whole Call of Duty ban thing or whatever that just really just irked me a little bit, because I'm like, bro, y'all complaining about the wrong things. We're not complaining about these microtransactions that are becoming outrageous. We're not talking about, you know, these games still coming out unoptimized. We're not talking about none of that. You know, like consoles are barely starting to become available, you know, commercially and whatnot. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the inability to be racist, sexist, and homophobic in an online game. We're complaining about a single character in the game that has had damn near the same kid since the very first one, and y'all begging for that nerf instead of begging for, I don't know, stability in the game, because I will still get kicked from match from time to time on Overwatch 2, which is freaking nuts. As well as we're not focusing on actual other issues, whether it be buffing some characters or removing that dumbass push mode from the game. I hate that mode. That's just my personal bias. I just hate the mode. You don't need to remove it, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like actual issues, like Roadhog in the grand scheme of things is not the biggest issue in the game. There's so many other glaring issues. Like Mercy needs a damn buff rework for one.
Just rework her all together, bro. Make her an actual Valkyrie.
Like
you already give her the Valkyrie type of thing. Just make her an actual Valkyrie that can heal people.
Lifeline, man.
Facts, Rambo. Like stuff like that. Like focus on actual issues, and then you can go back and start tweaking shit for real. Like, ooh.
I'm sometimes like, it's times like these where, you know, people complain about development teams and like what they're thinking. And then sometimes I just wish I could be in the mind of a developer who gets on Twitter, you know, to see what their community is saying about the game they put out that they've been working hard on. You know, we just put out a new update. They weren't really happy about this, so let's fix this. And then you go and read that the motherfucker with a shotgun shouldn't be able to one-shot close range.
Or at medium range, because these shotguns shoot slugs. I mean, people don't really know ballistics like that. I know like a very minute amount. And it's like, do you not realize how friggin' far a shotgun can shoot?
Shotguns ranges are ridiculous. But like, you sit there and be like, yeah, this character that has a shotgun and can hook you into the range where a shotgun should be able to just destroy you altogether,
shouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, let's make him not able to do it. And then let me complain also that he has the secondary. You know, that's the thing I'm surprised they're not complaining about. His secondary fire. Everybody seems fine with the secondary fire, even though that shit can still one shot you if you fuck around and find out.
Yep, because I've done it.
So that secondary fire is just as dangerous as the primary.
Nah, I want the close range to be nerfed because, you know, shotguns shouldn't be shotguns. Shit's annoying, but Kenny, you got anything, brother, that you need to get off your, or any type of thoughts or anything like that when it comes to these communities and nerfing and whatnot? Heard you. All right, folks. Well, that's all I got on my show notes for the podcast for the day. Dig what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody who came through and listened and kicked it with your boys for the one time. Like I said, this podcast is going to have the video version as well on like Spotify and of course YouTube and whatnot. So make sure y'all rate that thing 5 stars on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcast. Rate that thing 5 stars. If you're watching the video version is on YouTube, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe and whatnot. And yeah. Appreciate that. Make sure y'all cop some of the merch. The link will be in the description as per usual. You dig what I'm saying? Cop some of that year-end merch. Support the squad and support your boy, goddammit. Because I ain't no way I've been working as hard on this merch and whatnot, and y'all ain't copping it. We gonna have to fight in the middle of the street. Yeah, right like that.
Scrap.
But Rambo, your ending statement, brother.
I'm gonna be back streaming in a little bit. And y'all gonna see a lot more of me. I'm not gonna tell y'all why though.
Nephew in the back said, "Yeah, I heard that. Nephew ain't slick." Rambo said, "I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow." Nephew said, "Yeah." All right.
He said, "I'm not gonna tell y'all why though."
Right. All right,
Later,
Kenny.
Rambo.
I would say Kenny, but Kenny sleep. Biggie, your ending statement.
It's a sad day to think, and I've always known this, that 2K is probably one of the most supportive communities that I've ever been a part of, and it still annoys the shit out of me. Just as a community, whenever like someone like for content creation or someone thinks something's good, we at least gonna try it out before we say something or see what they can do with it. A nigga will come out with a new build. But yeah, this is the new build. Somebody gonna make it before somebody's like, nah, that shit ain't it. Or like when there's a new content creator out and they see him blowing up, they ain't talking shit about him, they ain't subtweeting, they ain't sending subliminals. They are all supportive. You get on these Overwatch streets, you say anything as a new character, shut up, Silver. I was like, damn. That's all I got though. New video coming soon. That's it.
Yeah, and with that, folks, I appreciate everybody who came through and listened to the stream, watch the stream, whatever. We will be back again for the year-end stream next Tuesday, so make sure y'all pull up for that. And yeah, folks, we love y'all, and we're gonna keep pushing and keep grinding. You dig what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to all the YouTubes, Twitches, all that good stuff right there. Yeah, and by the looks of things, I might mess around and hit 1K at the top of next year. Fuck. So yeah, love y'all, but we gonna holla at y'all later. Y'all be easy. Bye.